Hey guys, it's Vi. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to day number 7 of my 7-day healthy eating challenge here on my channel. Guys, today's the last day. Oh my gosh! So I switched today and yesterday's foods, so I'm doing the recipe meal plans for day 6 as my day 7. If you've been following along on taste.com.au, then just know that I switched those. Plus, keep in mind that these recipes that I'm doing today are services for 4. So I'm gonna go gather supplies and I'll meet you right back. And I'm back with all my supplies. So I'm gonna run down everything that we got. Remember, service for 4. This one is 1 teaspoon of olive oil. I've got 2 zucchini, almost 2 entirely. There's a little bit right back here. This is what I'm going to be doing with them. At the beginning of the week, I made a fried rice, and that was some of the leftovers from that. I have 1 teaspoon of garlic right here. It's basically a clove. Half a cup of kale right here. 1 cup of frozen peas. There's a total of 8 eggs back here. 2 tablespoons of milk. A 1/3 cup of cottage cheese. The recipe asks for ricotta, but I'm using this instead. And 4 slices of sourdough toast. I am using sourdough English breakfast muffins. The recipe also calls for dried red chili flakes, but because I'm not a fan of that kind of spice, I'm leaving it out. So I'm gonna get started on this because I want to eat breakfast. Well, my friends, breakfast frittata was grand. It was really good. The flavor of the zucchinis was probably my favorite part. Now, I have made frittatas before, but I've never made them like that. So that whole cooking was a totally new experience for me. Also, I have never used cottage cheese or ricotta in any of my frittatas or any of my quiches or anything else. So that was new. It was pleasant. I don't know, I had no issues with it whatsoever. I think that's a brilliant way to use kale. I'm not a huge fan of kale myself. I had some kale. The stuff I've been using for my recipes this week is actually kale that I harvested from my parents' yard I think it was this last year, and I blanched it and I froze it. So I've been using it, but I don't really like kale. I usually use it just in soups. But this frittata was a wonderful way to use it. Plus, it was so cool eating that many green things for my breakfast. So sometimes it's really hard to find good vegetables and things that translate into a breakfast setting. That's a perfect way to do it. It was fantastic. I have some ideas for the future this next week coming up, or for breakfast for my family. I have some other vegetables and stuff that I want to use up, and I think using the same recipe but putting in different veggies instead, I'm going to come up with a couple different other frittatas to make. So I'm pretty excited about that. So it was a wonderful idea, pretty good breakfast. For the very first time, I had my sourdough bread slash toast with no butter on it. When I make toast, I'm an avid user of butter. Like, that's my thing to put on there. I tried it without, and it was really good. So I was pleasantly surprised. So I have a thumbs up for today's breakfast frittata. Was really, really very good. So I will see you guys again when it's lunchtime. It's lunchtime, and today we are making the vegan pasta nourish bowl. So I'm going to get all of my supplies and I'll meet you right back here. And we're back with all of our ingredients. Right here I have about a half a cup of pasta, which I'm going to cook, get that all cooked up. We have 3/4 cup of snow peas back here. They're the flat ones. And we have a 1/4 cup of the snow peas. Actually, that's backwards. These are the snap peas, those are the snow peas, but they both have 3/4 cup of those. In this container right here, I have a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I've got 1 teaspoon of maple syrup right here, a 1/4 of a red cabbage. The recipe says for a tablespoon of tahini, but I am going to substitute that with some sesame seeds right here. In this one, I have lemon juice, about 2 teaspoons, and about a tablespoon of olive oil. Then I've got 1 carrot here, and I have this baked tofu. It's Wildwood organic, and it is a teriyaki flavor. So I'm going to get everything done, put this all in a bowl, and it'll be time for lunch. Well, my friends, there's just not a quiet place, and outside is very windy, so yeah, it wasn't gonna work. So I'm currently standing in between my bathroom and my master bedroom. Peace and quiet for just a minute. Anyways, guys, my thoughts on the nourish, I believe it's pronounced nourish, tofu bowl, whatever it is, that I had for lunch. I told you at the beginning what it was. Anyways, I must tell you, very good. I was pleasantly surprised. I do not like vinegar or sour things. I've said that before in this kind of challenge. I don't know if it was day like 3 or 4 or something like that, where I came across something I wasn't too fond of. Anyways, besides the point. Using the apple cider vinegar on the cabbage, I was like, oh, this is gonna be another one of these. This is gonna be too sour. I'm not gonna like it. Guys, it tasted like it was pickled cabbage, or just pickles, period. It was very cool. I approved. It was very good. I shared my lunch with my homie, and I shared my lunch with my tiny human, and this was our first time eating teriyaki tofu. And guys, that was really good. Like, it was really good. I'm super excited about that. I'm definitely gonna be bringing something like this to my table in the future. I'm full. It was quite enough food, and it was all fresh food, and there wasn't a whole lot of stuff going on. It was pretty. It had different colors. It had different textures. It was fantastic. Highly recommend this one. The prep on it is just a little bit on the upper tiers, because you have to cook your pasta and drain your pasta. You have to cook your peas and you have to drain your peas. There's a little bit of shredding some carrots and stuff. So there's a little bit of prep work that's involved in this, but honestly it was good. Keep in mind, my friends, that this recipe was a service for 4. So if you're making this, either tailor it to make it for 1 person, or just be aware that you're going to have enough for 3 other people to join you. Anyways, guys, that is everything for my day 7 of my 7-day Healthy Eating Kickstart Challenge. And this concludes my 7-day Healthy Kickstart Eating Challenge, whatever. This is the end of it. Guys, I made it for 7 days. This is bloody brilliant. It was amazing. I feel great. My system is excited. I have lost about 4 pounds doing this, just changing my breakfast and lunch habits. And the food was great. I have also signed up for their newsletter on taste.com.au. So I'm going to have opened up 3 more weeks of meal plans. And I'm thinking that I'm going to actually meal plan for my entire family. So we will have the dinners that are selected, and we're going to give this a try for a week and see what my kids think. If they're not on board with it, then I'll probably go back to how I was doing things. And for the next couple weeks, I will do my breakfast and lunch and do things this way. Guys, it was fantastic. I'm glad I came across this meal plans, and I definitely plan to keep doing this. So if you guys joined me, thank you so much for joining me. And if you didn't, thank you so much for watching and being here and being supportive. I love each and every one of you guys. I want you guys to go out there and be a pineapple. I want you to stand up tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside, and eat healthy, my friends. Mwah. Bye!